Been a while, and as promised in 2025, I'm going to be doing a lot of things I've never done before, and that is going public at work in our private life here because I think I can actually do more, offer more, and it's a way to get Nan in front of the camera. What you guys don't know about Nan is she's actually very, very smart, loves to cook, and she's a phenomenal cook. She's one of those cooks that it's like, she could just take anything and just make the most amazing meal. Either way, we're not cooking right now. We're getting back to chicken related. What I'm trying to do is expand into other things than just chicken coops and chickens, which I'm sure you guys will appreciate. And of course, she's going nuts right now because I'm like, hold on, stop. And thanks, Mike. Thanks for bringing in the groceries. God, I love Instacart. Anyways, so I just was getting ready to go to work this morning, and I came out here, and I'm not sure what you guys do, but if you have eggs, and it doesn't matter if you have fresh eggs, backyard eggs, sweatshop eggs, it is always a good idea, right, to keep the, that was a Seinfeld stuff. So keep your eggshells because you can actually use these for many things. And truth be told, I really don't know. I want to learn all this.
We're learning.
Oh, you're supposed to know everything.
I don't know everything.
So yeah, that is going to be a big part of the 2025 is I have no clue. And what is happening to me right now is I'm going down this downward spiral of everything's bad for you all of a sudden. Like I'm freaking out. I'm finding out dental floss is bad for you because there's Teflon on it. The silverware we use is bad for you if it has nickel on it. The Ninja toaster that my kids love is bad for you. Well, don't sue me, Ninja. But the point is, how do we go about truly figuring out why? That's our thing. We can't just believe everything people tell us.
The cell phone that you're on is also bad for you.
Why? Okay, anyways, so here's what we're going to do right now. We are going to, so Nan, you have these eggs that we've been collecting, I don't know for how long.
Those are unbaked.
These are unbaked, and
These are baked.
These are baked, which you can tell they're baked because they're all look like they've been baked. Leftover internal eggs. Okay, so you baked them, and I was just doing a story. You can go back and see this. So you took one of our coffee containers, love a good coffee container, and has a nice little grip there. What is this thing called?
It's a potato smasher.
Okay, so we take the official potato smasher that is now an egg smasher, and you actually filled this up and crushed it fairly quickly. Do you have more? Oh, you got more? But she's about to take it to another level. Wait a minute, do you just have eggshells and coffee? What is this? No.
See,
Oh my God, you have been doing this.
These ones are already smashed. These ones are...
All right, grab that. Do you guys do this? Have you ever done this? Do you have any tips, tricks? All I was supposed to do is go to work this morning. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this around. Oh my God, now we gotta walk on eggshells again around here. I said no more walking on eggshells for 2025. Right, Murder?
You always have to walk on eggshells.
Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't spill all that. So, all right, I am shocked how fast, okay, these are baked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
these ones are.
but now you did say you baked these, so how long did you bake them for?
I don't know. Until my cast iron was dry.
What temperature? Oh my gosh, okay.
275, 300.
Is there a correct temperature for baking eggshells? Like, how do you know it's ready?
It depends on how fast I want my cast iron to dry so I can go to bed.
All right, so that is very brittle. Like, that is so easy to crush. If I take a eggshell, now these are all fresh eggs. No, some of them are probably sweatshop eggs, right?
Very few.
Oh, okay. I see. It doesn't crush up as easy. There's almost that film that's on the inside. I forget what that's called. I should know. But when, God, that's kind of disgusting. Okay, so these are baked. And the whole idea is to make it so that they're easy to crush. So that answers my first question. It's better to crush them after you baked them versus crush them and then bake them. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Judy says 275 for 30 minutes. Why? Why 275? Why for 30 minutes?
Because that's about how long it takes to dry cast iron pan.
I still don't understand what you're talking about with the cast iron. Okay, so you got eggshells in there. Now, go ahead. You got the egg smasher, potato smasher. You really love this.
I do.
Look, that was pretty quick. That was like, what, 10 seconds? Now, you were saying something that if you were putting this in the garden.
Yeah, I think when you put it in the garden, and I don't know what we're gonna put it on in the garden, but I know you can use eggshells in the garden for calcium to help certain plants grow better and fruit more. I think it's tomatoes, not positive.
Yeah, our friend Lisa Steele from Fresh Eggs Daily, she was just talking about that on the news. And
so I think you use like this size eggshells in the garden, but then you can put it in the food processor, and it can be human consumed if you need calcium.
okay, that's where I was like, oh my God, I got to go live. I've never seen this. Not burn. So you don't want to burn them. Talk to me. Here's what you guys are going to see, and this is why I drive people nuts. And again, on my personal social media, a lot of times I'm just in awe watching Gnon cook, and I am just dumbfounded. I cannot cook for nothing, and
Yes, you can.
I'm realizing because I'm so technically minded that I'm like, okay, I got to know exactly.
Almost like an engineer.
But no, I am not an engineer. But you're always like, little this, little that. So you're gonna, okay, so here's what you did. So then you broke this out, which actually I've been looking for one of these because I have just created the world's best scrambled egg recipe. Did I not?
You did.
Okay, so then you caught me lying. I'm trying to cook. I'm trying to learn to be a big boy. What is this called?
A stick blender.
A stick blender.
Or an immersion blender.
An immersion blender.
Because you immerse it into your...
Okay, so you got 2 speeds. Why are there multiple speeds?
There's so many speeds. There's 12.
So many speeds. How do you know? Like, you got to change the blades for certain...
No.
You just, whatever blade it is.
I use it to make chicken wing sauce.
We have the world's best chicken wing sauce also. It's one of the few benefits from coming from Western New York, because that's all you got is food. All right, so you did try to use this.
I did.
And you started to make a mess.
Yeah.
Here, show us, please. Oh, what'd you just do?
I just turned it up.
Okay, why did you turn it up?
Just a little bit of drama.
All right, I gotta flip this around. All right, so you turned it up to what?
7.
Okay, 7. Okay, that's a good number. All right, so let's check this out. Oh my God, you aren't kidding. Oh, yeah, that is an absolute mess. That does not work that well. So what I was saying is if you had to use that and you didn't have one of these, which we're going to come to here soon, is you could cut a hole in this, right? And then...
Like a butter churner.
Right, okay. So we're not going to try that right now. We're going to fast forward to also why I wanted to go live. I was like, hold on, I'm done doing stories. What is this thing? We should get paid. We should start getting paid. So here's Ninja. I've noticed you really like Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Costco.
Costco. All right, so this is a food processor.
It is.
You got chop, dough, disc, low, medium, high. Oh, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't understand anything that's going on here. Okay, so that goes in like that. Mm-hmm. All right, show us.
Okay.
You're going to put...
We're going to put the little chopper blades in there.
Okay, show me the chopper blades. Damn, that thing is nasty. Now, are all chopper blades like that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to put the lid back on.
Yep.
That's probably a good idea based on what we just discovered. Jive Elvis says, love the plants. This is one of her Christmas presents. I loved it. I went out into the woods and found a piece of birch branch and hung. Yeah, she's got so many plants. My camera's a little dirty. Yeah, and you do well. You got quite the green thumb.
I try. When they die, they die. When they live, they live.
Oh, this one's not doing good.
My bamboo.
Oh, why is the bamboo not doing good?
I think when it was still in soil, I either overwatered it one day or didn't water it enough.
Ingrid would be so proud of you. Okay. All right, food processor.
So I think I changed my mind. I'm gonna dump it in and then put the top on.
All right, I wish I could zoom out.
Because I don't want to try to pour this.
Good morning, Francine. Good morning, Gina. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. But again, what we're doing is I've committed. Hold on. 2025. I want to expand our social media videos and all this stuff. I feel like there's so much more to what I do, what we do, that is affected by Carolina coops, chickens, where we're going to start our garden. I love at night, what I do on a personal social media is when Non's cooking, I'm like, how do you know how much butter to put? How much salt? Like, I'm one of those guys that I'm intrigued by it. I have no clue. I think it's a science, but apparently Non says it's not. But you're doing something right because the food is always so good. And it's also another way to get Non in front of the camera because she usually refuses to. And so here we are. We baked up some eggshells. I want to make sure people knew that it doesn't stop with after you eat your eggs, which is one of the many of great reasons why it's awesome to have chickens. Oh my God, especially now. Have you guys been watching the news with bird flu and there's shortages and here we go again. Okay, so would you put the whole shell? All right, talk to us. All right, back to what we're doing.
Okay, I'm just gonna dump it in there.
Okay, so would you normally dump in what you've already crushed, or would you put whole? This seems very efficient to crush it because you got a lot more in there versus.
Right, you can't put very many of those in there.
We should try it.
Like, I don't know, like this many.
Right, we should try it and see what happens. Okay, so how many eggs do you think you have in there right now?
No idea.
All right, well, slow down. All right, so you close this lid. Is there a hole in there? Okay, sorry, I got a phone call. I forgot to put it on airplane mode. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So again, if you're just joining us, we are in Non's kitchen, and I just want to share why we have to walk on eggshells around here. Okay, so wait, what'd you just do?
I just put the lid on so the shells don't come flying out the top.
Okay, that's a smart idea. All right, so how do you know? Oh my God, yeah, we got a stray cat here who's about to become a shop kitty. All right.
Are we ready?
Well, tell us, do you go chop, dough, disc, low, high, pulse?
I'm gonna chop it on low.
Okay, tell me, what does chopping mean?
That's with the blade in there, so it's just gonna spin. The dough, you need the dough hook in there, and the disc is just like the grater on the
Aha! So this isn't about speeds or anything. This is about what
the function.
the function. Good to know. All right, here we go. This is gonna be fun. So you're gonna chop. You gotta turn it on here. Oh, what happened? You gotta hold it down? Do you know what you're doing? Oh, that's frustrating. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Huh.
Look down there.
Oh, this is very dusty. Is this bad to breathe in? Everything's bad to breathe in now.
Calcium.
Oh, so it's okay to breathe in calcium? Is that?
I don't know. We learn as we go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is all right, pulsing. All right, so Francine says pulsing. Joni, good morning. Okay, well, show us what you have done so far. So obviously, you know, I'm very sensitive to dust because I'm an asthmatic, so I know what it's like to suffocate, and dust trigger. I don't know if that smells good or bad. That smells like, I guess, what you would expect, calcium. All right, so that's ground up. Now, if we were going to give this to the chickens.
I would give it to him like this.
Okay, yeah, you're roughly what size?
What size?
1/4 inch by 1/4 inch? 1/8 inch? 16th?
Onion flake size.
Onion flake size.
Dried onion flake size.
Okay, would you guys agree? Is that the size you would feed to your chickens?
I think as long as it's not recognizable as an egg or an eggshell to the chickens.
Excellent point. Absolutely. Great point.
Don't give it to them like this.
Yeah, you give it to them like this, they're going to realize it's an egg. And once you have an egg eater, spreads like a disease. They start ruining the eggs that you want to get from them. So yeah, you crush it up so they don't know it's an eggshell.
I have crushed them by hand and given them to them.
And this is a good way. Say you got chickens that they're laying eggs and the shell is real thin. This is a great way to give them calcium. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I have crushed them up by hand and given them to them.
This doesn't disgust you?
Out of all the things I've done in my life, no.
That is so disgusting. Oh my God, look at it, it's all over your hand. Oh. Okay, so what we realized earlier is it's
Very
better to
satisfying.
bake. You're crazy. To bake them like this and then crush them because the whole or the fresh shell, I guess we'll call it, doesn't break up as easily. So that makes sense. Is there any other reasons why we would bake these before we crush them into this? Do you guys know? All right. Now, you mentioned the powder for human consumption. Mm-hmm. Are you for real?
I saw it online.
So it's got to be real. How do you make that into a powder?
You just keep...
Let's see it. I don't think you can. No, Francine said pulse. I wonder if it's so that it keeps dropping down.
Yeah.
Like kind of giving it... So someone says they think it should be smaller. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Non's Kitchen. Love to have you guys here. Haven't gone live in a while. Sorry about the noise. I just wanted to show you guys what Non was doing this morning. Kinda. All right, I'm gonna stop that for a second. And so someone said you should grind it smaller. What size eggshell crush should it be for your chickens? And of course, Non was saying that if you're gonna go into a garden, is the 1/2 inch size okay? Why does it matter? Like, I love to know the whys. If you want fine powder, use a coffee grinder. We have one just for herbs and odd things like this. You pulse when you want to watch and control the chop. When you break them, they smell and taste different, less like the fresh egg you don't want them to be attracted to. When you bake them, they smell and taste different. I've noticed I haven't smelled any of this, and you would think, like, these have been sitting around for a while. Like, we had a ton of eggs, and there was no smell. Was there?
This is dry.
That's an interesting point. Okay, so, who said coffee grinder?
Yeah.
Oh, we must have a coffee grinder.
I do, but I'm not willing to use my coffee grinder for eggshells right now.
Why?
Because I don't want my coffee to taste like eggshells.
Here's an opportunity. Do you need a new coffee grinder? Here's an opportunity to have a coffee grinder bought by the company. See, that's why I'm a salesman. It's just that easy. Okay, so we have a coffee grinder. Let me guess, it's a Ninja.
No.
Okay.
It's a KitchenAid.
KitchenAid. We're not paid by Ninja or KitchenAid.
No.
We should be. And, all right, so now why a coffee grinder? All right, so we got to see this.
It'll grind it up smaller.
All right, so we're going to, but why? That's what I want to know. All right,
Why
so.
does it grind it smaller?
Okay, so we're going to unlock this. Here's what we got. Now, is that small enough to feed to your chickens? What do you guys think? But if we're going to do a powder, because obviously if you're human, you're not going to want to eat that. That's so disgusting. What makes it? It's just a regular blade. Mailman. It's just a regular blade. So what makes it? All right, well, okay, whatever. Here we go. Why does it crush it up smaller? Because it's a coffee grinder. This is almost like a tiny one of these.
It is. I think there's less room for it to.
Okay.
So it stays and gets hit more.
Let's do it. All right.
Well,
Were you supposed to be working today? I mean, technically you are.
Yeah.
I just want a cup of coffee. So notice Non just in a second, it's like, yeah, I need a new coffee grinder. Now let's say you mentioned something that you would normally not want to use a coffee grinder for this because you don't want your coffee to taste like eggshells. I feel like I just got a whiff of the eggs now.
Well, I don't want anything in my coffee. Anything.
Couldn't you just clean that and then?
I could.
Now here's the other thing too. I was talking about this earlier. I've been going down this downward spiral. I'm not sure if it's happening to you guys.
On the counter for me, please.
I am learning that supposedly, and I'm trying to learn how to verify what I'm learning, that it seems like everything is bad. Even the metal. I just discovered our silverware. If it has nickel in it, it's toxic for you. Dental floss is toxic. Like, I had no idea. Everything that's considered non-stick. I'm going to put my phone on airplane.
It doesn't smell great.
I'm going to put on airplane mode. I hope this doesn't... Make sure you guys are still here. So now I'm going to stop the calls. 80 people. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Going live in Non's Kitchen. Just wanted to... What do you do? Should you have a dust mask on?
It smells.
Is this something you should do outside? What's it smell like?
I don't like it.
Well, what's it smell
I
like?
don't
We got to
know.
describe
It
for,
smells- it
because we don't have,
smells-
does it smell like calcium?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what calcium. I've never smelled calcium.
All right, so someone says I would go coarse sand size. The coffee grinder is brilliant because it spins faster. Yes, it's stainless steel. You can wipe it down and it will not smell. Now, here's the thing. Help me here. I am going nuts. I know there's different grades of stainless steel. God knows we use a lot of stainless steel in our coops for construction so it doesn't ever corrode or rust. But little behind the scenes, we're about to upgrade all of our water systems that we sell for chickens. And we use a lot of brass fittings that are lead free. But I found out it's EPA lead free, which means EPA does allow a little bit of metal. Question is it really harmful? A lot of people say, well, it's so minute, it's not going to bother you. I think for me, psychologically, once I know it's in there, it does bother me. So even stainless steel, 304 stainless steel has some nickel in it, and I didn't know nickel was toxic. So now we got to upgrade all of our stainless steel fittings for our water systems to a 400 stainless steel, which I guess is pure stainless steel.
404?
Or 404, something like that. I don't know. So I didn't realize our silverware, if you guys ever seen this, am I crazy? Am I wrong? And sure enough, I came out here. I looked at one of our forks, and it says, I don't know if you guys can see that.
It just has skull and crossbones on the back.
Can you see? 1810. That means there's 10% nickel, 18% stainless steel. That nickel, I guess, is toxic for you. So I'm sure like you guys go right into the comments. And I want to read what other people say. And once again, we just have two sides of the story, which I love. At least people are now talking because we need to talk. But how do we know what's real? And
Speaking of new things,
what is this? What is this?
that's one of your TikTok videos that you sent me.
What is it though? Dietary supplement?
That's your
Oh, is this the instead of drinking alcohol?
drink dust.
Oh, people are like, ew, I'm getting butt. Should we try it now?
No.
Yeah, we got a lot to do today.
Yeah.
If you guys ever tried this, let me know. Yeah, we got a stray cat here. We got to take him to be a shop kitty. All right, here we go.
Are you ready?
Back to the grind. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We are grinding up eggshells, trying different things. Let me know what you guys think. Now, so Nan's going to take it from this size, which some of you have said this is not small enough for your chickens. I would think it would be, but someone said it should be about sand size. That's
Sand.
coarse sand. That's pretty small. Okay, so here's a coffee grinder. And let's just take a look. All right, so you got some in. Now, how did you know how much to put in there?
I don't. I spooned it until I didn't want to smell it anymore.
And that doesn't bother you. I guess we are experimenting. All right, so go ahead, hit it. Does it work? Oh, no kidding. So I wouldn't call that a powder, but that's definitely like sand. No kidding. Oh my God, that smells like, it doesn't smell bad.
It smells like
It smells like,
when you burn your fingernail with a lighter.
yes, that's exactly what, oh God, that's a disgusting. All right. I don't like all the dust, I'll be honest with you. Maybe I'm being paranoid. That is almost a powder. So should we be worried about breathing in eggshell dust? Nan goes, well, it's calcium. Another little behind the scenes, which I got to figure out what's going on over at the shop. And I would love, again, to hear your guys' opinion. We have a coop over at our shop, and we have chickens. And I don't have a gutter feeding the rain barrel system rainwater. I've been topping it off with our city water, which I know there's that whole debate. And I'm with you. I'm not a fan of all the chemicals they put in city water so that we don't rust the pipes, fluoride for our teeth. We got a letter that says, don't drink the water. There's unidentified contaminants in it.
In the pipe.
In the pipe. So we don't know what's in it, but
From
now,
our local water authority.
yeah, right, this is South Granville Sewer and Water, and we've been using that water for our chickens. So now, of course, whatever goes into your chickens, if you eat the eggs or the meat, that's what goes into you. I don't know what we should do now.
Now we need to put the damn gutters on the coop.
Well, I want to test the water. Don't you want to know what's in it?
Sure.
Okay, so, got the coffee grinder. Are you going to get a new coffee grinder now?
Yeah.
I can see how it probably, oh man, that is like a powder. It is a powder. That is impressive. I honestly didn't think those little blades.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Oh, yeah. So it's, what is, I'm sure someone's like, no. A powder has to be a certain particulate size. What is that particulate size? Because this would be like a very fine sand. This is like the beaches in Gulf Shores, Alabama, secret gem. If you guys are looking for a place to go on vacation that you would never expect to have the best beaches, oh yeah, Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Horrible.
I don't really smell
It
it.
smells like hot fingernails.
But that's very powdery. So we have a mixture of particle size. All right, so let's do it a little bit more. Why are we doing this? You would actually drink this. How would you know? How would you know if you're lacking calcium? You keep breaking bones, right? What else? Does our hair consume calcium?
I don't know. Those are all things that I'm gonna learn when I retire from chicken coops.
So 2025, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so I'm just going to, my chickens devour any size ground shells. They love them. What's going on, Rudy? The calcium, good for egg layers, does not much for younger chicks, in my opinion. Fisherman Ryan, good morning. What's up? A little early for you. Or you probably just getting off your shift. Who knows? So we're hanging out in Non's kitchen and just kind of my commitment again for 2025. I am ready to take it to the next level. We are still going to be going over coops and chickens and all that. But what do we do with our eggs? What do we do with the compost? And I know me in my personal life, in my home, which a lot of times I try to separate this from work. I think I can offer you guys more content to share.
Are you happy with this particle size?
I don't know. How do you know if you should be happy with the particle size? Should we strain it?
I don't know, but I have
What
another.
is this thing?
It's a.
You just broke out another,
Drink
electric mason jar vacuum sealer.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you happy with it is the question.
I
Is
don't
it,
think I could be happier.
that didn't sound, okay, so we got, oh God. It doesn't smell that bad. Oh, it does smell. It's almost like burnt hair. As Nan said, like if you burnt fingernail clippings. Has anyone ever burnt fingernail clippings?
No, I don't burn my fingernail clippings like when you go to light candles or play with fire and you burn your fingernail. That's what it smells like. Oh, that smells
I
terrible.
found out candles are bad for you. Fragrance. Are there any safe candles? Have you guys ever heard of that?
Beeswax.
Ooh, another reason to have bees. You can make your own candles. Mm-hmm. When we have an EMP and the electric's out, we're going to need candles again. In order to have safe candles, we got to have bees. Nice. I love it. Nan was saying earlier, I got to upgrade from a tinfoil hat to a tinfoil suit. Will you make me a tinfoil suit? Let's start with maybe tinfoil wristbands. Okay, so you're going to do what now? You're vacuum sealing that?
I don't know if I should. I feel like we need to finish the job here.
Hell
Like,
yeah. I think
yeah.
I think the kids should be doing this for homeschool.
We got a mess here now.
You're welcome. Yeah, we got to walk on eggshells around here. I said, no more walking on eggshells. I'm done.
The kitchen's just a disaster. Someone needs to put away the groceries.
Is Nan's kitchen a disaster? Give me a break.
Yes.
This is so, oh God.
So ridiculous.
This is beautiful. I know there are some
all
people
I
that
wanted
probably,
to do was go back to
I know you're working from home today. All right.
This
So,
is why I hate working from home.
earwax candles.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Murder's in trouble. Oh dear. Earwax candles. There probably is such a thing as earwax candles.
That's disgusting.
All right.
bet you they sell
Lived
something like
in.
that, though.
Gina says lived in. Yes. Nan has that condition where things have to be spotless all the time. Oh, do you guys ever deal with that? I do got one buddy. He would probably have a heart attack in here right now. So I guess it is real. All right, so we're going to sum it up. I'm going to go through the comments. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And then later today, I was just telling you guys, we got a letter about something bad in our water. They're not telling us what it is. I've been topping off our rain barrel system with the city waters. I haven't put gutters on it yet. How bad is it really going to be? I wish there was a way to test your water on a regular basis. Kind of like how you can take your smartphones now and it can tell you your beats per minute. I wonder if there's a device you can plug into your phone and you test it. And then you got to learn if it's really, really bad. I can tell you the only thing I have trusted, because it comes from a non-biased opinion, supposedly. I talked about this on VCL months ago, probably a year ago, is the Yucca app. And if you've never used the Yucca app, we're not getting paid by them to say this. I just love sharing things that I feel is good. It's a great app, Yuka. And it's a way to hopefully learn about what you're actually buying and ingesting. You just scan the barcode and you can read a lot about it. And they take it a step further and they make recommendations. Now, I believe they're a French company. I've been trying to get them on VCL to do an interview and they turned us down. It's kind of a bummer. I just wanted to learn more about how they're coming up with their information. I think it's a fabulous idea. But I am just freaking out. I didn't realize supposedly everything is bad for you now.
I've been trying to tell you this for years. Ah!
Okay. All right. So we got a powder. We got eggshells. We baked them. And now you want to finish the job? So
Well, I sure don't want to leave my kitchen looking like this.
So we need to learn, because people are going to ask us what we think. And honestly, I don't know, because I'm a builder and I just want to eat the eggs. I have a lot to learn, and I think that's going to be the fun part, is verifying what is real, but I like to know why. So some of you have already chimed in, and Fish and Matt Ryan, you're late to the show. I decided to just show you guys taking eggshells, bakes them up on a pizza tray here, and then she's crushing them with a potato crusher, which I was actually, oh God, that disgusts me. But it's very effective. And then she took it from this to here, which is now about a 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch size, and then into the coffee grinder, into a powder. Check that out. For human consumption, chicken consumption, what is the definition of a powder? I'm sure someone out there says, no, it has to be a certain particulate size. And then what size for your chicken? Like, I think the chickens would love that. You know, I got an idea. What we should do is take the different sizes to the chickens and see what they eat. The eggshell, I mean, they're going to eat just like their regular food, so it has to go down into their crop, start the fermenting process, from there into their gizzard. And Dr. Crespo, our chicken expert, has said chickens are big on texture. And I wonder, because it's not like they enjoy the texture. They must know, well, I got stuff on me. Oh, what's going on? Oh, no, I wasn't. I promise. Just, oh my God. Just a little bump. Anyways.
Snorting eggshells on a Tuesday morning.
Oh my God.
That was gross.
That was gross. All right, so
I have 3 containers here if you want to take 3 different sizes to the chickens today at work and do a test.
All right, so I hope Mackenzie's watching, because I'm going to took a little bump. I'm going to take Mackenzie out and show her. We got more plastic in our rain barrel system, so instead of me just going out and fixing it, I'm going to have Mackenzie do it. And I think that'll be a fun video, but show anyone can do it, how to troubleshoot it. Skip all the steps and just use the coffee grinder. I make them into a powder and just add it to their dish of food. Okay, so skip all the steps. Do you literally mean raw? I'm going to call this raw eggshell. Straight into the coffee grinder. What are the benefits to baking them?
It dries it out, so it smashes it up smaller.
So what you're saying is, if we take a raw egg right now, it won't smash up as small.
I'm guessing.
These are the things that drive me nuts. This is why I can't sleep at night.
Well,
Did I tell you, Gnon? I have got to tell you guys something. I'm going to do this. The first thing I'm going to do, hopefully we're going to be back on VCL this Friday. I didn't realize this is life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. My entire life, have been cracking an egg open the wrong way. Did I tell you about this?
Yes.
I did. I have learned what I feel to be the right way, and it is so effective. It is life-changing. I can't wait to show that to you guys. All right, so we're going to take the different sizes, see what the chickens eat. Now, the truth be told, though, these are some badass eggshells. How do you know the eggshell's the perfect size? Do you measure it with calipers? It's because it's not easily breakable,
What do you
but
mean?
yet easy enough to crack open.
The thickness of the eggshell?
Right. Like, so for example, we technically, our chickens are crushing it.
That
Like,
would be funny if you took calipers to an eggshell.
I'm going to. But see, again, these are the things I want to know because if we feed.
Where are we going with this? I have stuff that I have to do.
I don't know where we're going on. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
Okay, well, the journey is.
I know. All right, you got to get to work. All right,
Yeah.
so listen. They already have perfect eggshells. If we give them eggshell,
Is it gonna make
I
it
don't want their
thicker?
shell any thicker. I think their shell is perfect, huh?
It would make it too thick. And then you're going to have to.
Freaking use a jackhammer to crack it open.
I mean, we love power tools.
But for the sake of experimenting, we don't have any other chickens. I wonder if anyone local has chickens with thin eggshell, and then we could.
Mail them some eggshells.
Could we sell this? There has to be something to fresh eggshell
Dust.
dust. I bet you someone would buy this.
Vacuum sealed in a glass mason jar for proper
Yes, you
storage.
got to use glass. I didn't know all this plastic, all these stainless steels are so bad for you.
The stainless steel's not bad.
If it has nickel in it, it is. Dental floss is bad because it has Teflon in it. And it goes on and on and on. I am losing my mind. So I got to find out what's real, what's not. So anyways, all right, so I'm going to go through the comments real quick. If you have any questions, let me know. So happy to see you guys. I love it. We got over 100 people watching, so that's pretty good because,
You're so popular.
well, I don't know about that. I think people are just like, what in the hell are you doing? They have to be dry. What's the point? Baked, dehydrated, or air dry.
I asked that.
I do not understand how they can invest in, I think you mean ingest the powder. So the powder would be for human consumption. Okay, so let me ask you that. If you're breaking your bones a lot and you want an organic way to,
Maybe like old people.
well, how much calcium do you know you need? Like, would this be considered 100% pure calcium?
I don't know. You might have.
Should we do the burn test like they did in the movie Blow with Pee Wee Herman?
Should yeah.
This is pure, man. How do you test the quality of the purity of the calcium?
There's probably some protein in there also from that gross part that is this. What is it called?
So again, we would go into a powder because what would you do? Put this in a milkshake?
You can put it in your protein shake. It's 2025.
I don't understand protein shakes. That's just how you're gonna take in your protein?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a health drink. Healthier.
Okay. Oh God. That's disgusting.
But you probably wouldn't taste it if you put some in like a smoothie or.
It's not the tasting; it's the texture.
Well, you're not gonna texture it if you're just slurping it down.
That is that coffee grinder, and I'm sure there's different quality coffee. Am I still bothering you in your homeschool class,
Yeah,
honey?
you are.
Am I speaking loud?
Yeah. You are.
Oh, Jetta, everyone. 11 going on 21. Thank God you guys got your mother's genes for height. Anyways, yeah, I don't think you would tell if that was in a milkshake.
You want to try it?
No. No, I'm on keto. No more milkshakes for me. I'm down 30 pounds. Can you guys believe it?
We haven't had milkshakes in probably almost a year.
I know. No more milkshakes. I've lost 30 pounds doing nothing but changing my diet. That is huge if you ask me.
But now Cookout's right down the road.
Oh, cookout. All right. I'm going to go through the questions real quick. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to Non's Kitchen. And again, 2025, we're going to be starting our garden. I'm just going to do all the stuff I've been preaching in the YouTube videos at other people's homes or in front of our building on the commercial side. I so badly just want to show it again on the personal side. I was doing this at our farm in New York. We've sold it. We're down here in North Carolina.
Am I supposed to be doing something?
No, just standing there, and maybe there's going to be some questions I missed. Oh, this is going to be good. All right, so let's go through this. Matt is getting a kitchen lesson. It takes a while to get to a fine powder. What is the definition of a fine powder? What size? I guess you can just Google it. Hey, Google, what is the size of a fine powder?
On the website pharmaguideline.com, they say, fine powder, A powder all the particles of which pass through a sieve with a nominal mesh aperture of 180 microns and not more than 40% by weight pass through a sieve with a nominal mesh aperture.
Okay, shut up. 180 microns works for me. I don't know how to measure that. For adult chickens, yes, they can be bigger. Perfect. Okay, so larger particle eggshell size for adult chickens. You don't want to give, correct me if I'm wrong, it would not make sense to give calcium. I guess they need a little bit because their bones are growing, but when they're younger and growing, it's all about protein. And then you switch over to calcium when they become sexually mature and they start laying eggs. That's what I do, a little smaller. We bake our shells and crush them by hand. Ugh. That's what Gnon was doing. I don't know. When you bake them, they smell and taste different. Okay, we talked. All right. Yeah, so that was a great idea. Use the coffee grinder to get it down to a fine powder. That definitely, I was shocked. I can't believe how well that did. And someone was saying, I do mine out in the shop. Yeah, it does get dusty. And I don't want that in here. I don't like breathing it in. I just be in a well-ventilated area. You're going to be good.
When we have everything outside, that will be an outside chore.
Why would you give calcium to little chicks? I mean, again, I know they need some because they're growing bones, but it's all about protein. That's interesting. Someone was saying something about a magnet. 7 a.m. in California. We're going to be out in Vegas soon. Builder show. Can't wait. Huh?
A magnet?
Yeah, and earwax candles. Cindy says she doesn't bake the shells. She just lets them dry. That's what we've been doing. These have been sitting here, especially the bottom row. Oh, God. What? So someone said, who said something about a magnet? Because there's something to, I just didn't realize stainless steel can even be bad for you. We rinse the shells first, then bake in our electric smoker at 200 for 2 hours. No smell. We don't add wood chips. Man, so yeah, I had a feeling people really take this to a high level. And that's what I want to learn, all the different ways. But why? Why would you put them in a smoker? That's interesting.
For flavor.
For flavor. Oh, are you kidding me? A cup of coffee? I could use a cup of coffee. I do not understand how they can ingest the powder. When is VCL coming back? Okay, that is a good question. Very, very soon. I'm thinking about even coming back this Friday. Don't know what the topic's going to be, but just a teaser. We have a scheduled VCL for January. I think it's the 31st, whatever the Friday is at the end of this month. We're going to have our friends at Coop Works back on. We're going to be unveiling a new something. I hope they don't mind me saying that. It's pretty cool. I've seen it. I think you guys are going to love it. I think it's going to help solve potential problems that you might be having. And again, it's going to be Coop Works, and they're going to be unveiling it on our show at the last Friday of this month at VCL. So that will be coming up. I just drink milk. Did you guys know there's an underground raw milk movement? I didn't realize that actually pasteurized milk is bad. The powder can go on the garden bed if your tomatoes or peppers get blossom and rot. So this is why I can't wait to start gardening. I don't know about any of that. I'm going to drive myself crazy. Like, why would you put it on top? What is blossom and rot? Why is blossom and... This cat's going to get killed. What is... Chickens need calcium. What's wrong with giving them oyster shell? Nothing, right? People give oyster shell a lot, and it's not so much for the calcium. They will benefit from calcium, but it's also a great way, especially if you're not free-ranging, to act as grit. So how much should you ingest yourself? That's what I want to know. How many eggs is that? Have you done? How have you saved so many? Bruce, good morning.
You eat a lot of eggs?
I love eggs. That's kind of how this whole thing started for me. I never really liked chickens. I liked the eggs, but I definitely have fallen in love with having chickens. But definitely love the eggs, love all the different colors. And we got some that are just crushing it with the speckled. Yeah, whatever, just take my word for it.
So I concur with Kristen, just FYI.
Our Kristen?
Yep. This egg cooker is the best for hard-boiled eggs. And it makes like little egg muffins and stuff too. It's
What the hell's an egg muffin?
it's like a tiny omelet.
Have I ever had one?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Nan show off. She is an amazing cook, and I am not. I have a hard time cooking because I don't know. I'm a overthinker is really what it comes down to. But so yeah, see, we need to start reaching out to these companies, and they should start paying us. So this is Dash. I do remember Kristen trying one of these years ago, and she just raves about it. So is it this particular brand, or is it just an egg cooker in general? Oh, Nan's gonna do it. Okay, she's gonna show you guys what this is. Have you guys ever used one of these before? I know I haven't. Is this the one where you gotta poke a hole in it so it doesn't explode? No? Interesting. All right, so we're gonna do some, what again? Oh, those are sweatshop eggs.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys something. So I keep saying sweatshop because of, for our Seinfeld fans. And we do love Costco. And these are supposedly USDA organic pasture-raised eggs. So I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but a lot of people don't, that there is such a difference between pasture-raised, free-range, cage-free, whatever. It's not always what you think it might be, but I would have to say pasture-raised is good. Now notice what you've done. Okay, so you've taken, you got 8 eggs, and notice right away, except for maybe this one, did you purposely put the pointed end down? Oh, no, not that one, but the rest of them you did. Does it make a difference to put the pointed end down? Because, oh my God, I should know this. This side has the air bubble, right? That's the air sac?
Should.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you incubate eggs, when you store eggs, you always keep the pointed side down, round side up. So does it make a difference when you're cooking them?
I haven't noticed.
All right, so let's.
We should do a test.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these.
I don't know if they were in the box the right way though.
Well, they better be. You didn't.
I didn't inspect the sweatshop eggs.
Yeah, did you guys ever know that? So when even the companies that put the eggs in an egg carton, hold on, don't, slow down.
Damn it.
Yeah, pointed side down. I know you got stuff to do. Pointed side down, and we should make a T-shirt like that. Okay, so
my day is shot.
you plugged it in. I know you got to take Mikey to physics. All right, so you got water.
I don't yet. You told me to stop.
Okay, what is this thing here?
It's a measuring cup?
All right, did that come with this?
Yes.
Okay.
So it tells you how much water
to use
for what you want. So
Oh, this can do poached eggs?
yes.
All right, just take our word for it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, what water did you use?
Tap water.
You did use tap water. So, thank God now I grew up on well water. We have well water here. You will drink. I've been drinking. I'm fine. But I didn't realize how bad bottled water, spring water is in plastic. This
I
is...
just don't like it when it gets cloudy after it rains.
Yeah, it's good for you. Anyways, all right. So how much? So we are going to hard boil these?
Yep.
So you put the water up to the hard boiled line.
In the cup. And then I'm just going to dump it in here.
All right, you're dumping it in there. Let me flip this around. All right. Now, I noticed you already have this plugged in, so it's already on.
I had to unplug it though.
Why?
Because you made me wait too long.
Oh, of course it's me. How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. If you have any questions, let me know. We were just going over baking eggshells, crushing them up, putting them in a coffee grinder, making some street legal, egg powder. All right, so you put them in here. You put the top on. There's a hole, hot steam. All right, so that has to stay open. So loose like that? No, that's it?
Yep, that's it.
All right, hold on. No, we're not ready.
Maybe turn the light on.
Okay. So that's it. You're going to plug it in. Light comes on. Is that it? You're done?
Yep.
It was already down.
It was already down because when I grabbed it, I accidentally.
Okay, so that is an on and off. Okay.
So now we're just going to wait.
How long do we wait?
It's like 12 to 13, 14, 15 minutes-ish.
Which is it?
Ish. I don't
How
know.
do you... I can't stand ishes. How do you know?
I know when after I take a shower, I come out here and I start the eggs and I go get dressed, and by the time I come back out, my eggs are done.
How do you know they're done?
Because it sings a song at me.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Is it the egg song? That would be hilarious. When the chickens lay an egg
Same,
and...
but different.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so I guess that's what you're going to do is you got to take Mikey to school. This is going to cook, And that is just fascinating. So now, why do you like this? What makes this better than the old-fashioned way of boiling them on a stove?
I don't have to worry about the water boiling over. I don't have to worry about how much water am I putting in. I used to put baking soda when I hard-boiled eggs in a pot to make the shell come off easier. It worked for me. I don't know. But I would put the eggs in the water cold, bring it to a boil, let it boil for like 5-ish minutes, and then cover it, turn the burner off.
Okay, pain in the ass. So this is a lot easier, is what you're
Yes,
saying. Okay,
yes.
yeah, you lost me at about baking soda. Because you got me thinking, that is the one thing about fresh eggs I've noticed is hard boiling fresh eggs versus sweatshop store-bought eggs. They definitely don't peel the same. And it's because the egg is fresh, right?
But I've noticed when you cook them in here, most eggs peel nicely.
Fresh eggs. All eggs.
All.
Doesn't matter if you're fresh or not. Okay, so
Fresh
if
or
you've
fresh
hard-boiled eggs and you're like, man, I love my fresh eggs, but what a pain in the ass it is to hard-boil them, this might be a good solution.
Yes, it's a great solution.
All right.
Because it's easy, it's fast, and I can literally...
Okay, you say it's fast. Okay, so you said roughly about 14 minutes for this. How long to hard-boil with water?
Total time, probably you're looking at...
Right, depends on your
45
stove.
minutes.
What? Okay, yeah, that sucks. I would never want to wait 45 minutes. And I love that it's a poached version. Have you ever made me poached eggs in this?
No.
Oh, I would like that. Love poached eggs.
Poached eggs gross me out.
It's funny how the things that gross you out don't gross me out. Things that gross me out, you freaking love. Anyways, okay. Well, that's that. So happy to be here. I have not paid attention to the comments in a couple minutes here, so I'm going to go through it real quick. Put a magnet on everything you believe is stainless steel. If the magnet sticks, it's good quality. Okay, let's do that. Speaking of that, did you guys see the TikTok? I got to do this. Nah, did you see the one where they go into a grocery store and they put magnet? When's the last time you guys seen Leo? If you guys have ever not, if you think about getting a cat, get a Maine Coon. They are the best. They put a magnet on the chicken and it's stuck.
Ew.
It can't be real. All right, so we're going to take a magnet. What magnet should we take? We got a perfect, look, we got a little, this should be good. So, stainless steel is magnetic. Well, yeah, the fridge is stainless steel, right?
So they say.
So they say.
There's a sheet pan behind you also.
Hold on. So if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, earlier, I was watching a TikTok and a guy says, if your silverware says 1810 like this one does, I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm going to try to get it. That means it's like 18% stainless steel, 10% nickel, and the nickel is toxic for you, supposedly. Got to find out. Okay, so you're saying if the magnet, hold on, put a magnet on anything you believe is stainless steel. If the magnet sticks, it isn't good quality. Whoa. All right, so here we have supposedly nickel with stainless steel. And then, of course, we got another fork that's different. 140 people. Welcome to Non's Kitchen. You missed a lot of fun. We've been baking up eggshells.
140?
Yeah, I know. We can't do this well on a scheduled VCL with cameras, lights, green screen. We were just going over on baking eggshells, grinding them up with a potato smasher, and then, to my surprise, we were able to make some badass powder out of the eggshells for human consumption if you want. Thought that was pretty cool in a coffee grinder. All right, so real quick, here we go. So, again, if it's supposed to be stainless steel, and if the magnet, okay, so that's definitely not sticking at all. Oh my God, you're kidding me. Oh, where did this fork come from? This fork's got to go. And so that must be true. Again, this is the 1810, so this has nickel in it, and that's bad for you. So every time you're using it and you're eating with it, you're ingesting a metal that can be toxic.
That's the same metal that turns my ears black. And when I wear cheap jewelry, that's disgusting.
So here's what here's what's going on, guys. Here's why this whole thing started for me recently. Some of you guys probably don't know. I suffer from a lot of crap. I'm not complaining about it. It's something I've dealt with my whole life. But it does suck. I have pain throughout my entire body.
Not by the hands Side note.
and have for my entire life. Like it's awful. The doctors don't know what's going on. And I also suffer from something that is extremely rare. If any of you guys have it, I would love to hear from you. It's called visual snow. I had it my entire life. Well, since I was in 3rd grade. And it's impossible to explain, but I've had it so long, I just assumed everyone has it. And when I would talk to people, like, don't you see this? You know, I try, and they're like, no. I'm like, come on, you see it. So finally comes to find out it is visual snow, and it's very rare, and they don't know why. And it's our brain, it's not our eyes. And there's no doubt in my mind it's from toxicity. My mother was taking me to the doctors all the time. I had more, I'm not blaming it on the vaccines. I don't know. I've had more vaccines and whatnot. So when I went to Italy, here's the point I was getting at. I went to Italy. I pigged out. Why wouldn't you? We were spoiled from our customer. She was feeding us everything. Tons of carbs, pastas, whatever. I felt it in real life. So here I'm going to be like, how do you know? What do you believe? I guess at the end of the day, nobody knows your body better than yourself. And if you feel better, you just know. And I have to believe if you feel better, you're finding out what's good and bad for you. I felt so much better when I was in Italy. And I have to believe it is definitely kitten. The food, without a doubt. The water, everything. So, and apparently there are foods like this one. Non's like, we already have it. We can import pasta from Italy, and you won't get fat, you'll get skinny. So as soon as I come back to the States, I kid you not, I feel all my ailments again. And I'm like, oh, there is something going on here. And that just pisses me off. So, stainless steel, all right, yeah, so this is the real deal. We gotta get rid of that fork. And now every time I go to a restaurant, I'm gonna do the magnet test. And have you guys seen it? If you go into a grocery store that supposedly there is someone that's found that the chicken is magnetic.
That's so gross.
Maybe I'll do that later today. I'm glad you guys miss VCL. I miss it too. I'm just frustrated. As a business owner, and any other business owner will understand, there's nothing worse than not growing. We love growth. We don't need huge growth. We just love growth. And VCL, the only reason why we've kept it going is because of our super fans that just keep coming back. We actually do it for you guys because we do know how much you love it, how loyal you've been. But I want to grow the show. And I have a very aggressive strategy for 2025 to increase our brand.
Trashing my kitchen.
I didn't. It's not trash. This is
It's not.
used, lived in education.
Lived in is people's way of saying it's a mess.
Oh.
I want to categorize it with like the bless your heart.
You guys ever heard that in the South? I never realized at first. I was like, oh, you're being so nice. When they say bless your heart in the South, well, you can figure it out. Someone else can say what it
They
means.
don't think you're really smart.
Yeah. And I don't blame my Southerners. I love the South. I like the South the way it is. I don't want to change it. I can't stand when everyone moves down from New York or up north and changes it for the reasons why they left up there. It drives me nuts, so don't hate me for that. I love the way it is. Someone says, we use a smoker so we can do several trays at once and keep it out of our regular kitchen. Okay, thank you. That makes perfect sense. Oh, man, you must have a lot of eggs. In PA, you can get raw milk at the farmer's market. So apparently it's illegal in North Carolina. Huh?
I got my cheese substitute.
You shouldn't eat shredded cheese. Shredded cheese is bad. So you got to buy blocks of cheese and shred it yourself.
This is actually raw milk. Cheddar cheese.
That sounds yummy.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so frustrating. Carson says Beverly loves your kitchen.
Thank you, man.
See, thank you. I do too. I am so proud. Nan has never had a nice kitchen. She deserves a nice kitchen. She went for pretty much almost your entire adult life without a dishwasher.
Yep.
2 pregnancies, sleeping on the ground because we were so poor starting this business. It is just nuts what what Nan has been through. How'd that go, murder? Main difference is the pasture raised are blessed by our father. Yeah, I guess you could say that. What are you doing buying eggs from anywhere? You should have eggs to give away. Oh, we do. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. We do got a lot of eggs, and we don't have a coop at our house. We will soon, so I can do more of these behind-the-scenes videos. We give a lot of our eggs away to our employees.
To the staff.
Yes.
We all bring in whatever egg containers and everybody just takes them home.
Yep. So we do go and buy eggs.
We eat the peasant eggs so our employees can have.
Now, I've been bringing a lot of fresh eggs home because I love the fresh eggs more. Okay. Got a hawk threatening my backyard chickens outside the chicken run. Do you have any ideas on how to protect them when they free range? Yes. So if you are free ranging and you got hawk pressure,
I can't wait to make these new scarecrows when we have our garden.
yeah, but they learn. I know, it'll be fun, but they all learn. So listen, now there is no guaranteed way to protect your chickens from aerial predators when they free range. The only way to guarantee their protection is have them in a Carolina coop. However, if they're free ranging, what you want to do is give them the greatest chance of not being picked off by a hawk. So in my opinion, first it starts with your breed choice. If you get the big, fat chickens, they're harder for the hawks to pick off. I don't think they can pick them off. Maybe an eagle can come in, but believe it or not, eagles are more scavengers. They love more fish and things like that, not chickens. But get really big breeds. Number two, see, I love this. I love when an animal has a job. I have seen livestock dogs do a really good job protecting the flock. Roosters are known to protect. They will sacrifice themselves, but then you still have lost a chicken. And the other one is crows. Crows will do a really good job, and ravens, I believe, a good job keeping the hawks away because they got to protect their nests. And it was funny, when I was out west doing a coop, I had a customer freaking out because they had these big black birds flying in the sky, and they thought they were predator birds, and they're actually ravens. And one of the ways you can tell they're ravens is they barrel roll when they're flying. It's just very fascinating. So you can actually call crows in and keep them around. That is another way. The other thing is give them areas to go hide under, like bushes and trees. And I'm sure you guys can probably think of some ones I didn't mention right there, but those are the kind of the go-tos to really make sure they can be safe from hawks. Some will tell you have a black chickens. They think it's a crow. I don't think that's true. I don't know. If a couple more pop in my head, I'll let you guys know. I have one of those. I love it. What is that? Good. I love Detroit tap water. Dude, when I was growing coral, that's when I learned how bad our city water is. I had no clue. You need to poke a hole in the eggs before steaming them. Okay, yeah, so we are steaming eggs. How long's it been, Nan?
I don't know.
How long's it been since, do I still have people watching? How long's it been?
It's been long enough for me to put away my own groceries instead of the kids because you're in here with the camera.
Will this shut off automatically or will it continue? When it stops steaming, I bet you they know it's done.
When the water runs out.
Because that's why they have these measurements for 6 hard, 12 hard. You need more water for 6 hard than 12 hard. Poached omelets. So when the water runs out, it should be done. I guess we're going to find out. Hey, I'm still... I'm sorry. You didn't see that. Oh, that's hot. No kidding, Matt. I know.
They tell you it's hot right on the top.
How much are those egg cookers? How much was this, Nan?
I want to say it was like $15.
We should have played the prices right. Whoever can guess it without going over first wins this. How much was it?
Like $15.
That's not bad.
It was so cheap.
But is the metal in there toxic? Like it's heating up the metal toxic and the steam is now toxic going into the egg. So now this is killing us.
Yes, probably.
Oh, God, I
I
can't.
don't know. You can use a magnet on it when it's done.
Not good quality if the magnet sticks. Yeah, so thank you for that. I thought that was a great point. If you guys didn't catch that, if your silverware, what was it again? I already forgot. If the magnet sticks, so that's good. Stainless steel is magnetic, nickel's not. That makes sense. So if your silverware is not magnetic, potentially it's toxic. Potentially. I need to start having people on that are like experts, you hope, and wondering why they're going on a chicken show.
Want to grow some peppers?
Is that copyright infringement? Don't they have a patent on these seeds? Okay. Throw hot-boiled eggs into ice water to easily peel them.
Yes.
Really? Because of the rapid... Wouldn't they shrink and be harder? Or no, that because of the rapid temperature change it... Okay, so is that what you normally do? Or will you... Oh. All right, we've come this far. I got to see. Especially, we did hard-boil some eggs pointed up, some pointed down. We're going to see if there's a difference. I don't really see how your silverware could be toxic. It's not like you are eating the silverware. Exactly. However, supposedly, you scrape off a little bit at a time. Each time you're eating using your silverware, a little bit of that nickel that can be toxic for you. Again, supposedly. I have no clue, but now I want to know. The good fork is the one that is not magnetic. What? Nah, Fisherman Ryan, you're just messing me. Where is the research to back this up? That's what I want to know. And that's what I am happy to see a lot of people, especially when you start watching these reels and whatnot, people going in claiming they're experts. I think they're just doing videos just to be cool, using other people, copying them. There's another reason why I hate doing reels and stories. I like going live and just, because I think the majority of people, especially in this country, can relate to this conversation that we really don't know. That to me is a huge problem because we should know, we should learn. It's up to us, not blame other people if you didn't do anything. Stainless steel is not magnetic. Hold on. Come on. Hold on. I think I think we got a conflict in answers. What did I do with that little magnet?
It's on the counter.
Do you guys remember Leo? You guys used to see him on the show when he was a kitten because we used to live at the factory. Can you imagine? Thank God we don't anymore. I do kind of miss it a little. All right. So I think one of you say stainless steel is not magnetic. One of you say stainless steel is magnetic. I can tell you right now, we can actually see that this one is magnetic, but it doesn't say the 1810. It just says plus minus 20, which actually tells me this is a good quality piece of silverware because that's the gauge of it. Now, Fisherman Ryan, you say the better silverware is not magnetic. I don't think that's true. So we're going to ask Google. Can we believe Google? Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Is stainless steel magnetic?
On the website thyssenkrupp-materials.co.uk, they say, in most cases, stainless steel varieties with iron in their composition are magnetic. If the alloy has an austenitic crystal structure, then it's not magnetic.
What? What the hell's an austenitic? So maybe that's what you're. Is pure stainless steel magnetic? It's steel magnetic. Stainless steel is just a harder steel. Oh my God. This is why I don't sleep at night. I guess I got to learn about that. The last thing I want to do is be poisoning myself. So that's the egg song Gnon was talking about. Gnon! Oh my God, am I on my own? So it turned off. Okay, well, shut up. All right, so I'm going to open. I have to believe these are done. Okay, enough of that. All right, now, here are, how are we going to remember which ones? If I put a marker on, I need to remember which ones for science. Oh, there you are. How are we going to remember which ones? Yes. Is this bad? I'm going to mark.
Hurry up.
Hurry up what? Okay, no, do what you got to do. So what are you going to do? Oh, look at that. You can lift them right out with a basket. All right, that's cool. Well, I guess you don't have to worry about breaking them. That was pretty aggressive, Gnon. No, we literally don't know which ones were pointed up.
That's correct.
So I guess if we can't tell the difference, then it doesn't matter. All right. How long do we let them sit in ice water?
Just until you can touch them and peel them.
Okay. I put powdered eggshell in yogurt or dust meat scraps for my chickens. You have the magnetic concept backwards. Oh, you guys are killing me. I'm going to have to call my science teacher. Bless your heart can be used both ways. I don't know if I believe that. No. I don't know. No. Maybe a southerner to a southerner. What are you doing? Are you... Oh, Gnon, you just don't know how this works.
I don't have all day to wait for you.
So you're peeling... So...
Do it.
It's warm.
Yeah.
Not too hot to the touch. That peeled very easily. And...
Here, try.
Okay. I don't even dare put salt on it. I found out certain Himalayan salts are bad for you, especially if it comes from China. Sorry, no offense. Because they don't mine it right. Is that true, Nan?
I don't know. I'm not from China.
So many people are like, always ask her Chinese questions. It's really funny. It's still kind of warm.
Try it.
Now, there you go. Oh, that's cooked. Wow. Oh, fucking hot. Oh. Oh.
But look how easy. Look how easy it peeled.
These are store-bought. They're not that good. They're not horrible. I do love the fresh eggs. Fresh
Okay.
eggs are so much better.
Can we show how easy it is to peel?
Thank you. Well, that means yes.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna crack the shell on the side of the sink. So it looks like this.
That doesn't look easy. You have beautiful nails, by the way.
Thank you.
That must mean you're healthy, because those are real.
Well, they're also very short because I can't type with long fingernails.
You are a good typer. That wasn't bad, but that doesn't, for someone, for me, that's a lot of work.
Well, that's why you don't do it, dear.
I think you cracked it too much. That's it. So egg, see? I swear, someone can do it where it literally just falls off.
This is not bad. This is great.
Because these are peasant eggs. If these were fresh eggs, I want to see it with fresh eggs. If you guys have ever hard-boiled fresh eggs in water, you know what I mean. Which is very frustrating because you obviously want to eat your fresh eggs. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm still trying to eat this one. But it is cooked perfectly. Perfect. Okay.
Am I done here?
Nah, you can do what you want. So show us. You have eggs to crack right there. There you go. The bodies of the chickens know what to do with extra calcium. So does our bodies. So what you are saying is you cannot over calcium your chickens?
No, over-calcify.
That's interesting. And also, like this time of year, it's kind of late now. Chickens are, no, this time of year, because they've already done molting, should be, and now they're starting to grow their feathers. That's when they want protein. So now is probably the worst time to give them calcium. Okay. Our flighty bird survived a fox attack, but only probably bird not. I feed the crows to get them around. What do you feed the crows? I want to get crows here. I want a pet crow. Nam just doesn't know yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Outside.
No, inside.
No, outside.
I've been dechlorinating my water for years. I didn't realize, think about this, the chlorine, when you're taking a shower, you're breathing in all that chlorine. It's just a duh, ouch, okay, yeah, that worked pretty good. It did work really well. Fisherman Ryan, you're probably right. I did not ever hear about 404 either. Dang, my mistake. I think it's 400. 304.
Maybe
414,
maybe
400.
the 404 is the error on the interweb.
Now I have to check my flatware drawer. Yeah, well, that's the whole point, but don't just believe what I'm saying.
You know what is not bad for you?
Bamboo stick, yeah. You know you got a Chinese person in the house when you have a drawer full of chopsticks. That's a good point, and we do use our chopsticks a lot. That's a very good point. Interesting point. My measuring cup for my egg steamer has a little needle underneath it to poke the hole in the egg before steaming it. So we did not poke these ones, and they're perfectly fine. So what's up? Do you not have to poke them?
Maybe a different style egg cooker.
That one just peeled really well. Easier because I think you let it cool down even more. All right, so here's the last one.
You want another one?
No, I already had breakfast. Had my sourdough bread. That's not really sourdough because it has yeast in it. I just found out. I can't freaking win. I don't know. I mean, that's definitely, I've seen it harder. I like how the egg's not falling apart. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that was good.
That was a good pull.
That was a good pull, yeah. Grand finale. Ask Alexa. I don't do Alexa. I like Google. How much nickel do you have to ingest for it to be toxic?
About 45
That's
cents.
no, that's That's a very good question because that's what a lot of, when I do try to talk to the experts, they'll always say it's not enough to harm you. Here's my problem right now, folks.
How do they know?
No, when I was a child, I don't know if anyone else ever did this. You hear about asbestos, you hear about lead paint, and I remember as a child going, oh, thank God I didn't grow up then because now we've learned so much and everything's safe. Now I'm finding out it's worse than it's ever been, supposedly. We should have a t-shirt that says supposedly. How much nickel? All right, yeah, so stainless steel is not magnetic. I'm going to get to the bottom of this because here we have, this is what started all this. We have two forks. One's magnetic, one's not. Someone said stainless steel is magnetic. It's the better quality. We test stainless steel hardware for the boats. If it's magnetic, it's poor quality steel and it will rust faster. Okay, listen, here's where I think the confusion is. The reason for the nickel, which is supposedly the toxic part is for that reason, is to keep it shinier, looking cleaner, and making us think it's better. Here's what I've realized where we've gone wrong, especially in the United States. Making our food and anything cleaner, we think it's better. Come to find out, it's not. Interesting, huh? Caution hot. Okay. Keep loading it with ice. Oh, that wasn't enough ice. Crack it on the skinny top and helps. You two are adorable together, Matt. Move on. The nails being complicated. Huh? I saw someone else shake a hard-boiled egg in a glass and it came out shellless. That's what it was. Have you ever done that? You got another one? All right, we got to go. We got to try that. That's what they shook it up.
I would think that would break the actual egg. So then you would have like egg salad style eggs with shells.
No, it's a good time for calcium. My hen started laying again. Yeah, you know, you're right, because we're in January, so they should have typically already molted, already got their feathers back. And yes, I've been getting those calls that they're like, oh my God, my chickens are laying eggs again. So yeah, I can see that. I guess the answer is based on what your chickens are telling you. That should ultimately tell you what you need to do. Not because someone else is telling you. Side out might need to be banned. Side out. Oh, I don't know who's side out a person. Who's side out? Fisherman Ryan, he's on it. What's side out?
Somebody being mean.
I don't know. I didn't see that. Because usually I will kick people out that aren't being nice or helpful. So someone says they were rushed to a hospital with a calcium overdose. Does your wife fight bears for a living? Oh, is that supposed to be?
I can.
Is that supposed to be
You want to fight?
mean and I don't realize it? I would bet on you against a bear.
I would give him a hug, actually.
Dry cat food, raw peanuts in cells and shelled pecans are what crimes like. Okay. You guys are awesome. Well, thank you. You guys are awesome. And we added more cracked corn to feed as freezing temperatures down south. Also, rooster eats same food as layer hens, so get same calcium content. When I was a child, I saw a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. Okay. Thank you for voting. God, I can't talk politics. I hate it. I love politics. And no, very few people give me a chance, and that's what pisses me off. And I'll be honest with you, we might be touching on that a little bit come 2025. Not so much politics. No. Why? Oh, how can I say this?
Careful,
walking
on eggshells.
Yeah, I know. It pisses me off. Look at, okay. Hear me out. Hear me out for 2 seconds. Zuckerberg. What did he say today? All of a sudden, he's flipping. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I want to know why. I don't care so much that what he's flipping to. I care that he's flipped. And that's the problem. People are bought and sold, and they don't really care about us.
Right.
That's the problem with politics. And that's why we have the conversations like, why is our silverware bad? And is it because of corporate greed, or is it because of our lack of giving a shit and just letting people do what they want. I don't know. Stop blaming other people. We all need to start looking in the mirror. That's how we're going to fix our problems and start going back and talking. Do you have any good chicken coop guys?
We have a lot of good chicken coop guys.
We have, everyone is here is a good chicken coop guy. Greetings, Matt. We know you're on the Trump train. I can't. Moving on. You're going to get me in trouble, Fishing Matt Ryan. I'm never going to be allowed to come out fishing. Zuck is trying to cover his bum. Think about this. He even went so far to say, we're going to start incorporating, they're going to get rid of fact checkers and do what X does. Not too long ago, Elon Musk was the enemy and X was the enemy. Now, all of a sudden, come on now, what's really going on? That's what I like to talk about. Okay, I'm going to go, guys. You're going to get me in trouble. You sucked me in a little bit. I will hopefully see you guys this Friday on VCL. We need to grow the show. I have a very aggressive strategy for 2025 that I think is going to blow you guys away. Part of it has already started. I've mentioned the big has already started. I did get permission that I'm going to be able to go public when we're allowed to, and it's going to blow your guys' mind. So anyways, I will talk to you later. See you Friday.